Hey, let's be real. You're probably here because you want more freedom, clarity, and a smart way to build your future. Something without those long 10-hour workdays, a boss constantly on your case, or the kind of routine that just wears you down. Good news, you're in the right spot. I'm Logan, and today I'm going to show you a simple, straightforward method I use myself. It's practical, easy to follow, and perfect if you're just starting out. This isn't about quick fixes or flashy promises, it's all about structure, skill building, and gaining confidence one step at a time. In this video, I'll walk you through a system that doesn't require hours of grinding. You'll be able to start, test it out, and see real progress without feeling overwhelmed or stressed. Ready to leave all the dubs behind and give something new a shot? Then stick around till the end. Let's make this step together. Let's go. Here we see the upward movement simply by the moving average and the price chart. Because of this, I open a position upwards, expecting the movement to continue the trend. Alright folks, the deal was open on a trend, so we see upward movement here, although it has started to fade here. There may be some changes coming, but that's another matter. In this situation, we had an upward movement and opened the position upwards. Actually, the position worked out perfectly and further upward movement also occurred. We are on the plus side. Let's move on. In this situation, we see the beginning of an upward movement. So I open a position up and wait for the expiry time. And at the end of the transaction, I will give you more details about the situation. There was an upward momentum here, followed by a corrective move downward of this image. But in this case, we see that the moving average has changed its directions from downward to upward movement. Therefore, at this point, I opened the position upwards and waited for the expiration time. Actually, it's a great deal, I'm happy with it, aren't you? By the way, I break down all the main settings of my strategies, every single detail inside my community. You'll find not just simple theory, but real-life examples or how these methods work, no fluff, no complicated jargon. And that's not all. One of the best parts of my community is daily live sessions. I show exactly what moves I make and why. People follow along, start to understand the bigger picture, and get more confident. Even if you're new to this, the format is 100% beginner friendly. Everything is explained step by step, in plain language. Lots of members tell me it's more than just a learning experience, it's a real turning point. Some gain clarity, some build confidence, and others just feel like they're finally moving forward. And the best part? You can join right now. This opportunity don't stay open forever. Hit the first link in the description. Winners don't wait, right? Here we see that we have an indeterminate indicator. No definite trend direction. Because of this, I move to the next chart. I see here the beginning of downward movement on the movement average indicator. Because of this, in the direction of the downward movement, I open a position down and wait for the expiry time. What we see here is a little bit of a sideways movement, where price moves from the upper to the lower boundary, and so all the time. Sometimes going beyond the boundary, as in this case here and here. But in addition, we see that in this situation, this downward movement is accompanied by a downward movement of the moving average indicator, which confirms the strength of this impulse. Actually, we can see how strong and weighty he is, because of the deal is so precise, accurate, and quite confident on the level breakdown. Moving on, here we see an upward movement on the moving average indicator. And here I open a position upwards and wait for the expiration time. Basically, we had a pretty interesting situation on this chart. We're in a global uptrend which has slight corrective movement. But the global trend is upward. Further, a small correction and continuation of the upward movement. Because of this, I opened just along the global direction of our movement average and fixed it successfully. Although there were risks too. When I first started, everything felt super confusing, like trying to crack a code without any clues. I didn't know how to read the market or make smart decisions. Over time, I put together a solid set of methods and strategies that helped me see the full picture. In my community, these methods become a clear roadmap for beginners. I'm not promising it'll be easy, but I'm sure some of this will help you take your first confident steps toward your goals. If you want to learn more, the link's in the description. Here we see a downward movement. Therefore, I open a position on the continuation of this downward movement down in the direction of the trend and do not make up much. Here we see a general global downtrend with a slight correlation as here. But I'm opening a position down because global factors are pointing to it. After all, the trend is our friend, remember? Here I'm opening a position down. Just perfectly. The price has touched the moving average, from which a downward movement should follow. And this is all accompanied also simply by its downward direction. The downward direction of the moving average that accompanies this test from below. Because here price is getting a reaction from the level of the moving average. And in fact, the same things happened in this situation. Consequently, I opened a trade down and caught a successful momentum move down. I'm moving on. In this situation, we see a hatchet job on the downside. So I open a position down and wait for the expiration time. Right folks, in principle it is similar to the previous case of downward movement. Our trend is logically defined downward. Because of this, I'm also opening a position down in the direction of this trend. I'm not making anything up, just acting according to the movement of the shadow. Starting out can feel like a whole different language. Charts look like puzzle, and the terms might as well be codes. I totally get it. Everyone goes through that, including me. I've got years of experience now, but what matters most is how I help others learn this language without a dictionary. In my community, I don't just talk strategy, I show you ready-made steps and solutions you can start using right now. Even if you're a complete beginner, you'll be able to follow along and gradually see how these methods work in real life. Ready to get going? The link is in the description. It's all open, come check it out. In this situation, we see the beginning of an upward movement. We saw a reversal of the moving average right here. I open a position up and wait for the end of a trade. Downward movement of the moving average. Open a position down. If we see the beginning of an upward movement, we open a position upwards. Basically, it's similar here. And it's the same in our case. We see the beginning of an upward movement, open a position upwards and see a successful trade. The main thing is to confirm everything with data from the indicator. We see here the beginning of a downward movement on the moving average indicator and also on the price chart. Therefore, I open a trade down in the direction of this downward momentum. Close to the entry point, but the deal closed in our favor. We just see downward impulses that are accompanied by downward moves, and we open a position on that move and lock in a position. And the indicator is helping us. Alright folks, let me move on. It's a tough schedule around here. The moving average is not directed anywhere, and the price is moving in an unclear range. I'm moving on. Here we see the beginning of an upward movement after a long consolidation. So I open a position up and wait for the expiry time. Great, that was a great analysis. Alright, let's be honest. You just spent some time watching this video and now you've got two choices. Close this tab and keep living like before, or finally do something that could actually change your life. There is a link in the description. It's not just strategies, it's clear proven steps to help you move toward your goals. Maybe this is where your personal journey really starts. Catch you in the next videos.